I'm trying to get my audio squared away.
Oh, well.
There it is. Skip.
Natal Mercury Sagittarius tend to blurt things out and make like stupid sounds and stuff. So
Yeah, that's him.
Just making whale noises across the apartment. Just whale noises, and we try to mimic each other.
Yeah, me and my husband do that too. We'll be like, I just hide it a lot more around other people. But yeah,
I also make race car sounds while I drive sometimes. I don't even realize.
Yeah. Like if Mike's face is like, what the fuck?
Okay.
You don't make race car sounds?
Not when I drive.
Why not?
I only make race car sounds when I'm having sex.
What?
What do you think I was making a face?
Yeah. That's funny. They're going fast and fast. All right. How you doing there, Mike?
I'm ready.
You ready to go? Oh,
I'm ready to go.
All right, let's get started.
All right. And we're back. It's the B block of the Media Virus Podcast, number 89. And we're going to get into some more news. In the background, we've got, we're watching an auction where staff writer Bill is auctioning off some things that he saved from his childhood, hoping to make some money, but we don't have a whole lot of faith. Anyway, back into more news. A little vab will do ya. That's right. TikTok trend that uses vaginal fluid as perfume.
Have you ladies heard about this?
Yeah, duh. That's what we all wear.
Are you...
By
Doc?
default.
Is Doc still there?
Hang on. I actually work really hard not to smell like a vagina. Like, I spend a lot of money on perfumes that do not smell like vagina.
It's the natural pheromones that the men love.
In today's episode...
I don't have any problems getting dick, and it's not because I smell like a vagina.
In today's episode of Why Is This a Trend? TikTokers are swearing by vabbing, the marriage of vagina and dabbing, which is just as it sounds, involving using your own vaginal fluids as perfume. The idea to attract a date with those pheromones. The trend is taken off so much, Urban Dictionary added it to its website. I'm going out tonight and I'll be vabbing to get ready. According to the tab, the term vabbing started in 2018 on a podcast episode of The Secret Keepers Club, hosted by Carly Aquilino and Emma Willman.
They should have kept that shit a secret.
We first saw it on TikTok from users Mandy Lee and Julia. Not the common spelling, had to look at it. So it says, I swear if you vab, you will attract people like a date or a one-night stand, or you'll just get free drinks all night. Elle Wood should have been teaching vabbing instead of bend and snap because it's more effective.
So there's a video in this article, isn't there?
I believe this is probably true. I'm not going to doubt it.
What do you mean probably? You just said this is a practice of yours for...
No, I was being sarcastic.
Oh, I thought you walked around smelling like vaginas all day.
No.
Vabbing 101. Disclaimer, I did not come up with vabbing, but I've been doing it for a week and it's been working out for me. So let's get into it. I know these are all common sense, but a lot of the commenters had me worried. So number 1, make sure you shower and or bathe before you vab. Number 2, wash your hands before you vab and of course after you vab. Number 3, if you go to the gym just like me, make sure to wipe down the equipment before and after use, which you already should be doing. That's proper gym etiquette. Number 4, the areas you vab normally are behind your ear and on your wrists. Those are normally surfaces that don't touch other things. So please make sure to not rub your ears or your wrists on other items and or people. Number 5, if you're on your period, simply wait. Simple as that.
Important
Number
tip,
6,
ladies.
if you have an STD and or a spreadable disease, please refrain from vabbing. And of course, if you have an unusual smell or any bad odor down there, please refrain from vabbing and of course, contact your doctor. You don't need a whole lot of your own scents and juices for a successful vab. Just a simple damp vab on your wrist and behind your neck will work perfectly fine. I'm still new to this and I don't know a whole lot, but vabbing is simple to do, and if you end up doing it, please let me know how it goes.
I volunteer.
I'm
I'm actually really interested in seeing how this works.
Ew,
I'm gonna
really?
try it
Why?
out with Devontae.
I
Because I want to
started-
see. I'm curious to see.
I think there are 2 women on this show, and I feel like both can provide some experimentation that can then scientifically make its way back to the media virus for a scientific analysis of said results.
I'm not doing it.
I'm doing it.
I have
Besides,
been. I've
in
been
my
rubbing-
doctoral studies, I learned that any sample that you use to try to get any kind of statistical data needs to be a minimum of 25 individuals. So even if Juliet and I both were to do that, you would still be 23 people short to get any kind of meaningful data.
So
I'm just gonna test it
yours
out
is
on
it-
Devontae and see if he acts a little bit more handsy with me than he usually does.
Something
and I
tells
will
me
report back.
he's really handsy with you anyway.
What gave it away?
I mean, I'm just something tells me. Now, I would think this works. Now, here's why: is I've been rubbing my
Tell
teeth
your
on
wife
my
to do
ears.
it too.
Motherfucker! Fuck you! You don't get to hear the fucking joke.
Oh no.
The 7th fucking time.
You always ruin the show for me.
Me?
I never get to hear what he says. You cut him off, he gets sad. And he's crying.
I'm not crying.
He told me
Aw,
yesterday.
somebody talked over Maddie.
Oh.
He told me yesterday that sometimes you have to calm him down from yelling at me because I piss him off a lot. And I didn't know this.
There are occasions when I redirect the show
Yeah.
in such a way that I know that you'll be like, "Oh, squirrel," and I can.
Yeah.
It gives him a minute to breathe.
Oh my fucking god! What's
That's my
the?
job
All right, what's the next story?
So you put jizz behind your ear?
No, I don't. What's the next story?
Works better as a moisturizer.
So I'm just curious, if I rub my balls and then slap a dude in the face, is he then vabbing?
Good question.
No, I think you have. Wait, no, we're not talking about sweat. We're talking about the, the squalene and the other. What's the other chemical that is in?
The delicious compound that makes your mustache look like you just ate a glazed donut.
Yes,
Ox.
but
Well, there's a
I've al-
casting call.
It wasn't me this time, Maddie.
there was a. I wasn't saying anything. It was actually Mike who was talking, and he's talking about this new British television show that I won't be auditioning for, but
There's going to be a casting call, and it's for people with very large penises. They're wanted for a documentary called Too Large for Love.
So how large is large? Like 4.5, 5?
I
So
got
let's-
an invitation for that last week. It's going to be awesome. I'll let you guys know how it goes.
What's
Let's
the minimum
see
size
what they
that they're
say
like?
here. A casting
required.
call for a new documentary is.
Pretty big. Like at least average,
Can no one hear me trying to read the story?
No.
A casting call for a new documentary is looking for people with very large penises. A new show titled Too Large for Love posted an advert on a casting website, Lost in TV, seeking out participants over the age of 18 of any sexuality or ethnicity. The advert reads, A recent survey found that nearly half the male population wish they had a bigger penis. So a bigger penis, a better life, right? Well, not always. A brand new documentary is to discuss the hidden problems of living with a very large penis, how it affects all aspects of life, including your sex life, and what help is out there for those in need. It adds, we'd like to speak to people about their positive and negative experiences of having a large penis or being with someone who has one. The series is being developed by Spun Gold, the production company behind shows such as The Real Full Monty, Love Your Garden, Britain's Most Luxurious Hotels, and My First Threesome.
I think it's about time we started showcasing, that it's not all it's cracked up to be to have a large, penis. And with Bill's question, like how big is big? And I would
4 inches is pretty big.
You've been told
Pretty
that. I know you've been told that. But it really depends
I'm
on
saying that anyone that asks how big isn't.
I want to know the TV show's requirements. Like, do they have a minimum size of their large?
If we're like talking 3.5, I might qualify.
So there weren't any solid measurements given. So my guess is there's
Like,
a
is it-
pecker checker that you have to get past when
Like
you
8.
apply.
I'm wondering if it's like 8 and up.
well, like an 8-year-old or
No,
What?
8-inch.
oh,
An 8-inch.
I
No.
was gonna say they want 18 and up, silly.
No, like 8
is like
inch and up, I would
Pretty
think.
like common though. Like not super common, but like,
And
The average size
It
of
brings a
penis
whole
is
new
5.5 when erect for Americans.
It brings a whole new meaning to remember the old TV show 8 is Enough?
well, we have to keep in mind that this is going to be on the BBC. This is a British show, so
It's on BBC. The big
true,
Wait.
it could be
There's
Small.
going to be some BBC on the BBC.
well, I mean, I don't know a lot about English penis, but I'm sure that there's some cultural difference. So I don't know what's considered a large penis in England.
Like 5 inches.
Thank you.
There's fixing to be some BBC on the BBC.
But
I mean,
yeah,
I read that on the internet. It's a statistic that I read.
right. You don't
on the
have
internet.
you don't have any experience at all.
No,
All
go
right.
on, Mike. There's more to the story. What were you saying? You're reading it, right?
That's right. I'm reading
Well,
it. It doesn't go much.
now hang
further.
on. Hang on, because the New York actor Jonah. Does anybody fucking know the definition of hang on? Bill, shut the fuck up. According to the New York actor Jonah Falco, his penis measures 13.5 inches when erect and has an 8-inch diameter, and he believes he has the largest penis in the world.
How does he not
That
pass
is-
out when he gets a hard on?
That is too big.
Is he measuring from the front of his asshole or the back of his asshole?
Everybody knows when you measure your penis, you start at the back of your asshole. You take a piece of string.
Wait, is this
You get it
for real?
Yes, this is what you do. You go start from the back of the asshole, twice around the balls, and then right to the edge of the tip, and then right past. Like you got to almost pinch the tip, and then take that string, unfurl it, measure that. That's how big your dick is. I actually stole that joke, but
So, Maddie, like 5 inches?
Wow. Oh my God.
I'll tell it. Listen, I've explained this before. If we're talking just penis, I ain't packing much, but full on genitalia, I've got a lot of it. Huge balls, lots of skin. All right. What's the rest of the story, Mike?
Balls look weird.
Well, that's about it. But this one's actually a regional story for us. People are taking pictures of themselves at the crosswalk where Joe Biden fell off of his bicycle.
Yay.
And I also saw, it's not referenced in this article, I don't think, but I also saw that they've now renamed the area on Google Maps to Brendan Falls
Oh my god.
Falls.
or Brandon Falls.
That's funny. You know what we could do? Seriously, we could give Biden tours. The Biden tours of Delaware.
Yeah,
We'll get a
could.
bus and be like, and we'll go to like the first like seedy hotel that Hunter ever took a whore to. And like,
we're gonna do this, Matt. We're gonna do this. You and me are gonna take a Biden tour. Like, give me like 3 weekends. We'll hook up the car. We'll get the GoPro going, and we'll go on a tour. We'll visit like a couple Motel 6s where we're sure, some illicit activities happen.
I
We'll
can help
go
with
to
it.
the crosswalk. We'll, we'll go to like the place where they had dinner with the Chinese. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Go to Vogue Cleaners. That's where he gets his dry cleaning done, and his mistresses leave their notes in his suits usually.
Take a photo.
I used to dry clean his clothes.
Really?
Yes. Back in 2007, 2008, 2009.
So what
No,
we do,
not 2009.
What we
Matt,
do
wait.
Son used to, do some laundry for the Bidens.
we used to, or what we should do is get a big mound of gravel, or just find a big, and the tour will end at this big mound of gravel, and we'll just put a sign that says a visual representation of the amount of crack Hunter Biden has smoked, and then that's how it ends. And then we go to the spot where Biden fell. We go to the pool that he used to lifeguard at.
Oh,
Right.
what was the name of the guy? Corn
Corn
Pop.
Pop.
Corn Pop.
We
Dude,
get,
if we could get Corn Pop to hand out autographs on the tour,
that's right. And
dude,
he'll give out
double
give
for
out-
the VIP experience.
he'll give out autographs, right, for free.
Corn
But then at the end he'll just mug everybody.
Yes.
All right, so we've got a plan. That's good. What's the next story, Mike? Or what's this story, Mike?
Well, people are going to the spot, which is I can show you exactly where it is here on Google Maps. It's right here at the Gordon Pond area of Cape Henlopen State Park, right where this pin is. There's a crosswalk, and that's where he fell over. And people are laying down in the crosswalk and taking their picture with their face touching the pavement.
Now, I have gotten into many arguments. I don't pronounce words in Delaware correctly.
Right.
I would pronounce that town Lewes. I would read that as Lewis.
It's Lewis. Yes,
Lewis.
Delaware.
No, I've been told it's Lewes.
I would have thought it was Louis or Luis.
That would be people who don't live there. Typically say Lewis.
Okay.
But I've been in Delaware all my life. I've known people who actually live there, and I've always said Lewis. So has everybody else.
Well, there you go. Hot take on Lewis, Delaware, everybody. But it's still Newark, right? No, it's Newark. Jersey's.
I got a new boat, right?
Right. In Newcastle, you got the Newark.
I say Newark
Newark.
because there's no R.
Right.
There is an R. You don't know about them, but the R's kind of look like K's, but they're connected at the top.
It's pronounced ah.
No, it's R.
So there was somebody tried to do a mass shooting in Indiana, but they have permitless carry in Indiana, and a 22-year-old with a handgun turned around and shot the dude and stopped what could have been a very ugly incident.
You go, Glenn Coco.
A 22?
Yeah, I believe the guy who shot good guy with a gun, shot and killed during a mass casualty event. Go away. Mass casualty event, Indiana Mall Sunday night. Mass shooter was identified as an adult male with a long rifle, several magazines of ammunition.
Where, it's in a supermarket?
It was in a mall. In a shopping mall. And it's one of these great articles that somebody sent from Facebook that goes away after it's been on the screen for several seconds, and now I'm lost and can't continue.
Oh,
Here we
well.
go. Some more came back. State of Indiana has changed its policies and they allow citizens to carry weapons as of July 1st.
Harry in the air, Harry.
Bottom line is, guy who was there pulled out his gun and took this guy out before he did a whole lot of damage. He apparently had other weapons on him and a whole lot of ammunition.
So he was in it for a big night. He had plans.
Yeah, he had plans and they were.
I mean, ultimately that was his plan, right? His plan was to commit suicide. When people do that, their plan is to commit suicide.
I mean,
It's suicide by cop
if
is what they're
that's
trying to do.
if that's the case, just fucking do it yourself. Why you gotta take other people out with you? If you're gonna kill yourself, just fucking go do it.
They want
You
them
know,
to
people-
run.
alone.
people let a lot of hate boil up, and it really seems like a lot more fun that way.
They can
But-
just self-harm. My God.
I mean, you could just self-harm, but you know, you might not have the balls to do it yourself. You
So-
might, you know.
You're an advocate
Lame.
of harm.
Yep.
All right.
How about
I
we
am.
be advocates for therapy? How about we be advocates for destigmatizing mental illness? How about we be
Well-
advocates for that? And
Hey,
there are
self-harm
some-
in itself is therapy.
Here's some folks here that might need some therapy.
the
Sesame
views
Place
expressed.
is-
Hang on a second. After she said that, I just want to say that the views expressed by Juliet Everett, the Scorpion Goddess, are not necessarily
Shut
the
up!
views
No.
of the Media Virus Network. I've never had to say this before in my entire life, but I just do not want myself connected with that sentence. Self-harm is not therapy.
It helps.
It does not.
Takes the pain out.
I'll do
All
a
right.
disclaimer. So, speaking of therapy, these little girls might need some. Sesame Place is facing backlash after a woman posts a video of two girls being ignored by a theme park character. This is up at Sesame Place in Langhorne, Pennsylvania. They're facing backlash. A mother posted a video online showing an experience that her daughter and her daughter's cousin had at the theme park during a parade. The Sesame Street character Rosita apparently waved them off and ignored them after high-fiving people who were near them. The woman says this was specifically because they were black. Not enough information visible in the video to absolutely know that. But
Play the video, 'cause
I
does
saw the
look-
video and it shows the person who's dressed up as a Sesame Street character high-fiving only white kids and white people, and then the two little girls that are black are standing there, and she pushes them away like this and ignores
Yeah,
them.
she like waved.
It was
them off.
intentionally. It
She
was
did-
really
she
mean.
did wave them off.
She was
I agree that it was bad, but I believe, and I've watched it a couple of times, I believe right before those kids were even acknowledged, waved someone else off as well. It's hard to say because the angle that it's shot at, you don't get enough of what's going on. But I agree.
It was so
Definitely
mean.
waved these kids off, and it was mean.
Or
It
not.
doesn't-
That's
who they
gonna be
were.
like a core memory that they're gonna remember. Like that was really mean. I didn't like it. I saw it and I was like,
You see, now they're going to be racist against blue monsters for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
Because of Rosita. Because of
Mint
Rosita.
green anyway, yeah.
Yeah.
I never
You know,
liked
are we gonna
Rosita
play this
anyways.
video?
She's annoying.
Well, you know, Mexican Muppets are like that.
Oh my god.
Rosita the Mexican Elmo. What is Rosita?
The views expressed by by the doctor on the Media Virus podcast are not necessarily the views of the Media Virus Podcast Network.
My comment was satirical. You know, like when Donald Trump said people should drink bleach. I was being sarcastic.
I know. I just thought it was funny to mention the fact that we can disclaim all that again. All right, what else do we have? Here we go. This is more our kind of story. We're pretty familiar with this.
Does it involve damage to penises?
No. This is a Pennsylvania man says an Amazon driver pooped in front of his house.
Ah yes, this sounds very media virus like.
An Amazon delivery driver has been accused of defecating in the street in front of a Pennsylvania man's home who caught it on camera. Michael Gund of Millville, Pennsylvania, told WPXI that his Ring doorbell showed the driver get in front of his house, get out of the truck for a couple of minutes, and eventually threw something into the trash. Gund said it was one of the worst things he ever smelled and that his granddaughter got poop on her shoes and tracked it into the car. Gund also told WPXI that he caught up to the driver in the neighborhood and asked him to clean up the mess, but Gund said that that made things worse with the poop getting on his shoes and in his truck. Gund also claims that he called Amazon and got the runaround.
Oh my God.
What did you expect Amazon to do?
They're the worst.
Dude, but seriously, you know what? It's not like they give the guy time to take a shit.
No,
it's not.
like,
it's not like he can. And what if that guy knocked on your door and asked to use your bathroom? Like you'd fucking let him? No, you wouldn't. So
Actually,
he went around.
Amazon has a great system for returns. All he's got to do is bring it to Kohl's. It doesn't even need to be in the original packaging. And you get $5 in Kohl's cash.
That is true.
So box the shit up, take
Box
it
it
to
up.
Kohl's, and return it to Amazon. So what?
Here.
I mean, that's what you should do. Fucking send it to Amazon.
I need
Box
to
that
send
shit
it
up and send it
back.
to fucking Amazon.
I just
Driver
want
left it at my house.
Amber Turd's fault. She kind of started this whole thing, and like I'm sure he wanted to blame it on dogs too.
Okay, so you want to blame Amber Turd for the Amazon driver taking a shit? All right.
Yeah. For her, poop stories in the media were not sexy. Then all of a sudden, she has a poop story. All of a sudden, the media starts covering poop stories.
Are you saying you thought Amber Heard's poop story was sexy?
No, I'm saying.
Hey, Bill.
was-
Tell me you've never watched the Media Virus podcast without telling me you've never watched the Media Virus podcast.
I don't think I've ever been more proud of Juliet when she looked in pure confusion and says, "Are you saying that the Amber Heard turd story was sexy?"
Because he said poop wasn't sexy until she did
Right.
it.
Poop wasn't sexy. Poop wasn't sexy till Amber Heard did it. Now poop is sexy as fuck. We're all fucking poops.
We're all
think,
sexy shouldas.
I think the next lot coming up is Bills. It is a game. The next, right now we're on Monopoly, but the next lot coming up is a Pokemon Blue,
Ooh,
which may be Bill specifically.
that's mine.
That's yours,
That is mine.
what? Bill.
1,200 still?
Yep.
Can I have some money?
No,
Bill.
I gotta pay.
How much did you think you were going to pull in when you made this purchase?
About
that?
100.
You thought you were going to pull in $100,000.
And I'm not gonna get even close to it.
Who's got an open fucking line?
Is it making a weird
there's
noise?
Yeah, there's an open ground somewhere.
That might be me.
All right, looks like that just went for about $1,300.
No! And then how much is yellow?
Yellow looks like there's bidding at $1,740 right now.
Oh, I remember those little games.
Let me.
So the blue, you thought, Bill, you thought you were going to get $100,000 when you purchased,
If yes.
and you just got $1,300.
$90,
We're on Space Invaders now. I guess this.
That
Is,
ain't.
$120.
So I'm gonna
Sp-
put $7,000 in the end.
Fair warning, $130.
oh, shut up.
I want a Game Boy. I used to love playing my Game Boy. I want the Yoshi game though. That was my favorite one.
Let's see. 1680 is what blue went for, and 1800 or 15. I'm sorry, 1400 was what blue went for, and
Damn.
yellow went for 1500.
That's crazy.
How much did you think you were going to get out of the yellow, Bill?
Thinking about 50 before I had it graded.
$50,000.
Wait, really? Why did you think you would get that much?
Because that's what the previous sales are, but the prices have crashed
Really?
6 months. Yeah, the
That's
prices
crazy.
last month and a half. Yeah,
That's insane. I didn't know they would go for that much.
Is that why you decided to go for the Heritage auction instead of the eBay auction?
yeah.
What are you satisfied so far? You can't be.
I'm not really that satisfied, but at least going to pay for my roof.
All right. Well, you got a good outlook on it, man. It's not paying for your retirement, but it is paying for your roof.
There's some more Pokemon coming up in a few items. The player's guide is coming up.
Well, I'm not the player's guide. I'm that crystal, though.
Okay, the crystals you?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you've got another item coming up soon. Then
And I got the gold, and I also got the Pokemon trading card
On
game.
you.
Look at that. Hey, if anybody watching wants to go buy some Bill shit real cheap, it's on the Heritage auction right now. You can go buy that shit real cheap. No, much cheaper than what he paid for it. So I hope you're making money at least, Bill.
I'm making some money here. Let me pull up the auction estimates. I'm upset, though, about the fact that I have much higher auction estimate.
Yeah, well, sometimes that shit happens. And speaking of shit happening, the B block is coming to a crashing end.
Sure is.
And when our B block crashes to an end, I'd like to remind everybody that they can give us a call at 1-646-VIRUS-01. That's 1-646-VIRUS-01 to talk to any member of the infection team right here on the Media Virus Podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Media Virus Podcast, and we will be back to join you with our C block with just the tips and a movie review from staff writer Bill in our new segment, Bill on Film. We will be back right after this.
Here's the thing about the Media Virus Podcast. Mike's voice is always the first thing heard, and we wait for Mike to stop talking. I'm the host now. Here's the thing about the Media Virus Podcast. Mike's voice, and we wait for Mike to stop talking, to stop. Here's the thing about the Media Virus Podcast. Stop talking. I'm the host now.
The Media Virus Podcast, starring Matty